I got started officiating in high school. They would get the varsity basketball players and baseball players together, and we would work rec league games. Paid us like $7. Well, after I got out of high school, I worked a little city league in Tuscaloosa. And then when I moved to Troy, Alabama, the late Scotty Sowers got me into officiating. My most memorable moments would have to be having a chance to work in the very first Super Six in football. It was in 1996, Mountain Brook and Viger. And it was a 10-7 ball game, and we were all so hyped we would have probably worked for free. When we came off the field, we were so exhausted because we had put so much into it, the crew. You know, that would have to be the top. And then I had a basketball game. J.F. Shields ranked #1 in 2A and Brantley ranked #1 in 1A. And it was the best basketball game I'd ever been a part of. They had so much talent. We had some of the Person brothers. And J.F. Shields had a kid named Richard Mason, and he could shoot it from anywhere on the court. But those are two of my best memories. I think the most gratifying thing in officiating is seeing the young men and women hone their skills. And then some of them were lucky enough to go on to the next level. And then when you see them years down the road, they remember you. They may not remember your name, but they'll say, hey, Mr. Ref. The other thing is the camaraderie that we have as officials. I can recall going to work playoff games at a great distance, and the fun and the joy we had traveling and then eating together. And you know, it humbles you because some of these guys, we've remained friends to this day. I mean, good friends. The people that had a profound statement in my officiating career, first, as I said, the late Scotty Sowers. Scotty was a character, but he saw something in me that he pushed me to be the best that I could be. The second person was the late Sam Short. Sam used to make out our test. And if you could pass Sam's test, then you were proficient in your rule knowledge. And I'm forever grateful for that, because I still read my rule books to this day before the sport that comes into season. And the last but not least, because this person went on to become a great friend of mine, is Greg Brewer. Greg gave me a chance when there were people who doubted me. And he saw me work a couple of regular season games. And then when he called me, I was at my late mother's house and told me I was going to the Super Six. That was just, I couldn't believe it. I asked him, was he playing a joke? But, you know, in this business, somebody has to give you a chance. And I'm thankful that those three men gave me the chance that I needed to excel in officiating. The importance of family is #1, because if your family is not happy and they don't like what you're doing, it's going to be a problem. I was lucky when I first started officiating, I was not married. And then before I proposed to my wife, I told her, I said, this is what I do. Now, if you have a problem with it, we need to stop this now. And then after the kids started coming, I missed a lot of birthdays and Valentines, but they understood. They understood I was doing something that I loved. Later in my career, Pat started traveling with me a lot. And she got a chance to meet a lot of officials and still knows them to this day. I bought into the pecking order of God, family, and officiating. And sometimes they did overlap. But my family was very supportive of me. The advice I would give to a first-year official, whether it be male or female, First thing, don't get in it for the money. If you're in it for the money, you're in it for the wrong reason. You need to be in it for the love of the game. You have to have great integrity and character. You're watched 24/7, whether your sport's in season or not. Whatever you do off the field and on the field, you're being looked at. And then third, you have to be approachable. If you will not talk to a coach or a player, you're spinning your wheels, and you're going to get a reputation that you're not going to be happy with. My selection was a shock. I thought it would be years down the road, but it ranks up there with the 3 biggest awards I've ever received in my life. And then when I sat back and looked at it, I must have did something right. And it really humbled me, and with all humility I accepted that I did what I was supposed to do, I was where I was supposed to be, and somebody noticed me. That means the most to me is that my peers recognize the work that I put in to get where I wanted to be. And for that, I am forever grateful.